Boom. Welcome back to Ardalon, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have made it back. Back in black. No. You guys are back from
Yo.
the wondrous adventures you had undertaken, kind of traversing through the lands. You had been given an assignment from Lord Syraxis's wife and kind of just went through it. Some dragon bones were missing. You guys decided that you were gonna go find him, and you did manage to succeed. Going through Ardalon and then through Gamin, and then, eventually to Gramsby, where you managed to find the bones on a strange draconic creature, which resembled a dragonborn, was humanoid, but much more somehow draconic, and with the capabilities of flight, as well as some wings. Afterwards, you returned back to Ardalon to get some well-deserved rest. As it was, you guys would essentially level up on your first short rest, and your long rest essentially, like, you get the features after your first short rest, but you don't heal or anything until the end of the long rest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would say that you guys had made it back to Ardalon, and you guys try and begin to do whatever it might be that suits your purposes at that moment. Who would like to start? Because I believe that you guys had returned back. You've spoken with Raylana, kind of given her the down low of what had happened, including returning a dragon skeleton to her. What, I can't remember. Was there any information that you guys specifically did not tell her?
I
No.
think so. I think we told her everything.
Okay. Cool.
Everything relevant to the bones and Gramsby.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
assume she would drill the whatever else is left out of Syraxis.
Yeah.
Just like pillow talk, they're cuddling. It's like, yo, what happened in Gamin?
Nothing much.
That's profusely.
But we saw a gnome die outside of it.
Yeah. But yeah. So, does anybody have any specifics in what they wanted to do? Recall correctly that you guys have approximately 7 days. If you wanted to take longer for this short rest, you could, but there will be an event that is happening in 7 days that may prompt you into action. Potentially. No, it's nothing that you guys aren't aware of. Specifically, Raylana said that she was going to do a lot of research. She was going to look into all of her connections, see if she can determine where this little rivalry that Syraxis has got going, to see if there's any other locations where that group might be active, or places where that signal or strange dragons have been spotted. She said it's probably going to take about a week, and has kind of given you guys time to rest. So,
Well, I had a few things.
ooh, okay. Give me one moment. I am just going to pull up my own rules book so that we can take a look a little bit at the downtime activities sheet. If you guys recall this little bad boy here. This is not the page I wanted to open.
Jake, I'm upset that I've just realized that my title in this Discord is the other cat boy. I think it should be the first cat boy, because I created my character long before Kay did.
Yes, this is true. It's okay. Everybody else is also kind of demeaning. Sorry, that one shouldn't be Peanut Butter Man. It should be Peanut Butter Boy.
There we go. He is not a man.
I'm a man. Okay. It's my tag.
I think
That
that's
you
why.
are.
I think that's why I put his name as Peanut Butter Man. It's okay. I have changed it. He is now Peanut Butter Boy.
Beautiful.
Darcy's is just a state of being.
Yep. We got Tired and High.
Tired and High.
The other cat boy, Dragon Boy, resident racist.
That one came out of the blue, eh?
You know what? I'm changing Syraxis's.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Damn. Brutal.
Done.
Ooh.
Oh,
No
it's
way.
like Game of Thrones, Jon Snow, McQueen.
My wife.
My wife. It's a Borat.
You're
Alright.
McQueen.
Yeah. Celeste is still Peanut Butter Man, by the way.
I don't
no,
want
no,
it.
Oh, he's
I
peanut
see-
butter boy.
No, I see what's
It-
going.
it
I see what's going on.
updates.
It just hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes a
Yeah, you have
little
to click off and then click on.
bit. But yeah, as a
Mm,
little bit of a reminder of how downtime activities go, essentially,
Oh,
there's
There's the
a
peanut butter boy is here.
peanut butter. Oh,
Nope.
And Darcy's gone.
goodbye. But yeah, as you recall, there is some stuff that happens downtime activities. Essentially, you would tell me what you want to do for a period of time. It costs money to do downtime activities, all of them, except for the ones that are specifically said that don't cost money. And the more that you do a certain activity in a row, the more kind of charges you can build up. Essentially, kind of like a little bit of a snowball, right? And if you guys got more time and more activities, more things you could do. More fun. Just don't roll a, very low number on your D100. But to actually roll the D100, if I recall correctly, you'd have to roll, like you'd have to fail your pass, like you have to fail your check, and after you fail that check, you'd have to roll the D100. Let's see. Each point of progress is gained by spending 1 day of downtime learning it and passing a skill check related to that skill. Your intelligence modifier determines the maximum amount of simultaneous activities that your character can do at a time, and with a minimum of 1. If you attempt to perform more activities than your maximum intelligence modifier, you lose the progress on the activity you are attempting to that has the least progress. The activities have these activities have a 100% chance of succeeding when the conditions are fulfilled. When a character fills the progress that's required, they will have to make a final DC check, as determined in the table. If they fail the check, they add a +2 to their progress that's required and must redo the check when the progress is filled out again. This also includes the complication. Roll D100 to determine the severity of the complication. Continuous sustained effort makes more progress than those that spread their efforts. When a character does the same activity for a number of days, equal to 7 minus their intelligence modifier, they gain a +1 to that specific activity starting on the next day, so long as they continue to do it. This does not persist after the end of downtime. There's a variety of minor and major benefits that your character can learn or benefit from as follows. Just going through it again because, I need to remind myself more than anything because I write my rules and then I forget about them. Boom. Okay. So, Syraxis, you said you had quite a bit of stuff that you wanted to do.
I wouldn't say quite a bit. There would be a couple things. One is kind of hinges on a ruling question. For spike shields, I saw that if like your AC is 18 and the shield will put your AC to 20, if they roll an 18 or a 19, you deal the piercing damage or whatever.
Yep.
If I were to get that for Reggie and he uses his interception reaction,
Yep.
would it apply on that?
What does his interception reaction do again?
It's whenever someone within like 5 feet of him takes a hit
It
or takes
reduces
damage, I think. Yeah, he can roll a D8 or a D10. I can't remember the exact die, and then they take reduced damage as long as he has a martial weapon or a shield in hand.
Unfortunately, because his is specifically to intercept the damage, not to intercept the attack, I would say no. Like if it was the feature that gave allies AC, I would say that he would be able to use his spiked shield on that. But because interception just reduces the amount of damage taken, I would say no.
Gotcha. Okay, well, in that case, then I will not get him the spike shield. I will end up getting him if I can find it here, a parry shield.
Okay.
You don't want to get
Easy
him a
enough.
tower shield?
Yeah, I thought that was the
I
initial
would.
plan.
I was going to, but then I noticed that the tower shield takes a whole fucking minute to ready.
Yeah,
Yep.
literally.
So that's and it takes like a full action to like not do it. And we also gave him a magic item, so if we gave him the tower shield, it would kind of make the magic item redundant, and he'd never be able to use it. And then the weapon would never be used ever. So until that shit becomes obsolete, I will give him a parry shield for now.
Well, to be fair, it's just putting on the tower shield that requires like a minute. It's like donning it requires a minute.
Yeah, but it's still, while he's using it, he can't attack, so it kind of defeats the purpose of giving him the magic weapon.
That's only if he does the plant action.
Huh. And then that just like sets it down at a
Yeah,
location.
and then it
right?
takes him an action to set it down, but it also takes him an action to pick it back up.
Gotcha.
It doesn't
And he can't
require
like attack while during that, right?
No, he can attack during it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, never mind. I'll give him a big fuck off tower shield. Then how much is that?
He wouldn't be able to do anything with like both hands, but he can still make like one-handed attacks with it.
Yeah, I mean he has the flail, so that's a one-handed weapon.
The tower shield, it's 650 gold.
Ain't no thing.
Okay, 650 gold gone. Reggie now has.
Yeah,
a
I'll probably
tower
wait
shield.
till after and do that last, because I don't know if anything else is gonna cost gold here.
Sure.
The other thing. Let me look here. Okay, yeah. So I think I kind of mentioned it last session before we ended, but like the day after all this or like everything kind of happened and we rest, the next morning, whenever like Raylana or whoever comes downstairs,
Mhm.
I'm sat at like the kitchen table with a window open, and on the other side of the window is just a giant silver sloth with its head poking in, and I'm just like eating and feeding it.
You see your father-in-law come in through the kitchen door, looks at you, looks at the sloth. Did you bring home a stray?
No, but Reggie did.
Reggie brought home what?
Oh no, Reggie brought home a dog.
Is that not a stray?
I kind of look over. No.
Is it a pet?
I think it's too smart to be classified as a pet. His name's Orez, by the way.
Well, pleased to make your acquaintance, Orez.
He may or may not be of like the upper planes.
A celestial being.
I think so.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well met.
Yes.
He kind of picks up a pancake. Do they eat this?
I think they're mostly herbivores, but they do. I know this kind. I think they also do eat like small creatures.
He kind of puts the plate in front of your sloth.
I would say be careful, but like despite the tusks, He's very gentle.
I see. And you can see, yeah, Orez just kind of like starts chewing on a pancake slowly.
He's very meticulous about his eating.
Interesting. Very peculiar. He kind of walks out.
Yeah. All right, I'll show. I'll introduce. I'll turn the Orez. I'll introduce you to my wife, Raylana, and then after that, I have a friend of mine that I want you to meet. You're going to be carrying a lot of his stuff, I imagine. Yeah, I know.
It doesn't seem like it's grouchy or anything. It's more like a kind of acknowledging what you've said.
Yeah, I mean, he does have is increased.
What is it?
It's a 6.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, you
from fine speed, so their int gets like put down to a baseline of 6,
Well,
which means that me and him are about on par. And I think he can. I can't remember if he can communicate with me, but I know he understands common at the very least.
they can communicate with you as in like they can nod their head, shake their head, and do things like that, but they can't really say anything.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly, yeah. But yeah, eventually Raylana also meets your sloth. She is fascinated by it, absolutely loves it, and she does start taking like random notes about it. Does a little bit of a sketch. It's a pretty good sketch. Your daughter is.
Yeah. He also, very oddly enough, he can also like grab people and hug people. Like, here, show Scarlet, and then I imagine Orez will quite literally just like slowly just pick her up.
I love him. Can we keep him, please? Oh, please. We need to keep. I need him around so much. He can
Well,
take me
he'll
to
be-
classes. And all my friends would be super
You'd have to leave early because he's very, very slow.
That's fine.
I mean, while we're in town, I don't see why not. But he is going to be
Yay!
very, very helpful to carry some more stuff around.
You're coming with me. She kind of like starts dragging your sloth off.
He just, what a nice creature.
Yeah, just slowly follows her.
Yep. And then,
There's no concern for safety with that thing, right?
no, I summoned him.
Okay. Good.
He's from the upper plains.
Oh. Oh, good.
Yes, apparently our goals aligned in some capacity, or at least morals. I don't know how it works, but he seems fine.
Let's get on you. Wish I could summon a giant sloth. Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a spell for that. Time to go take a look. She does just leave.
The second thing I'm gonna do is I have 70 pounds of rhino leather.
You do.
So at some point, probably the same first day here, probably like once noon starts to roll around, and I can kind of guarantee that people are going to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I think it would only really apply to one of you, maybe two of you. I don't know. I'm gonna go find Darcy,
Sure.
and I'll probably go to his shop. Is where I'd first go, and I'll knock on his door.
Yeah. Darcy would probably be awake by then.
Yeah, the sign says open.
Yep, I kind of like knock on the door and like open it and kind of peek my head through. Darcy, you busy?
Oh, Xeraxis.
Yes. Hi. Hello. Question.
What?
Are you in the lookings for, say, new leather armor.
Darcy, who you have not seen wear any sort of armor since you met him. Not really.
You don't wear armor.
No, I don't. Well, it's sort of a little trick I've picked up. Let me show you. And Darcy will undo one of the sleeves of his shirt, and around his arm will wrap, similar to the strings that he's done before. It will just slowly encase up his arm until it's solid, like a sort of like a skin tight sleeve.
I just stare at him idly.
Go ahead, flick it with something.
I just like reach over and like give him a mean middle finger flick.
It hurts like a bitch, but it doesn't penetrate.
So no leather armor then.
No, unnecessary.
Well, geez,
Thank
I don't
you.
know what to do with this now. It's kind of like I reach over and pull out like 70 pounds of the rhino leather and just set it down.
I'm
Oh,
sure I could.
oh!
I
So Darcy, the floor. Your friend has dropped the blood out of. Is that still bloody?
I would hope not. It's been there for like a week and a half.
Oh, I don't feel so.
Oh, by the way, Darcy, meet Orez. I kind of like motion
I thought your
out.
daughter
to-
had him.
Well, I'd imagine whenever she was done, I'd have came over.
Yeah. She. What day is it today? It's free.
It's
It would have been a short day. When she was dropped off at school, the sloth would have like either eventually wandered over to you or you took her to school. Either or works, but yeah. And then came along with you.
yeah.
So out of curiosity, Jake, how much of a mess has the leather left on my floor?
There's like bits of like blood, just dried chunks of it on the ground, on your floor. It's not awful. It's
It's not, I imagine there's not really much of a smell either. Just something
Yeah.
easily like swept away.
Yeah, it's just like small chunks of dried blood. Some of it's
Well-
like pooled and clinging to the actual leather itself as well.
I don't have much use for it myself, but I'm sure I know someone who'd be in the market for this much leather. And Darcy will just go through just like a small list he has of other merchants, and trying
Yeah.
to find like an armor or a leathersmith.
Yeah, he knows a leather worker and quite a few other people like that as well.
Well, I guess I will. 'Cause I was gonna make it into like leather armor for someone, but if no one wears leather armor, I guess I kind of just look over to Orez. Maybe I can make some barding for him.
Whereas just kind of looks at you.
Wouldn't be a terrible idea.
He's very slow, so he'd be a very big target.
He certainly seems sturdier than the mules, but
Oh yeah, he is. Watch, and I lean over and try and push him. Nothing happens.
Yeah, just does not move. Like you could see.
Well, look, it's a unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. It's I guess immovable
Right.
object wins.
I think another rhino would still win.
Nah, I push again on him. If I can't push him over, he's immovable. I don't know.
That's not how that works.
You see the sloth like,
Uh,
nod.
Yep, see, he agrees. Until proven wrong, I'm correct.
You see he also nods.
Yep. We're kind of a big deal when it comes to this whole intelligence thing, he and I.
The two of you added
Darcy just-
together equals, I think, Darcy.
Average. Well, yeah, we equal 14.
Darcy just sort of quietly and slowly just sort of blinks at you a couple times.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna
Keep
go
telling
see
it.
what I can do with this.
Yeah, try Jefferson's first. Yeah, I think he was trying to expand his business a little bit.
All right, then yeah, I'll take the leather, pack it back up on a res, and then we will slowly make our way over to a leather worker where I will try and just get some armor for him made, and then sell the rest basically because I don't know what the hell else to do with it.
Armor for who? Sorry, your
Or
yourself?
res,
Okay.
yeah,
It's gonna be a custom job.
yeah, I imagine.
Honestly, he's a large creature, right?
Yes, he's a mini relic sloth.
Question: are you making armor for him, or are you just making a saddle?
How much would it cost, and how much do they need?
Well, if you're doing
For either.
just the saddle, it'll be the cheapest. If you're doing armor as well, it'll probably be a little bit more expensive. If you're doing armor and a saddle, it'll be more expensive. And if you do armor, saddle, and saddle bags, it'll be even more expensive.
Well, I have a lot of money, so unless it's like absurdly expensive, I'll probably be fine.
It's not absurdly expensive. Like creating the barding, creating a set of like something for at least one person to be able to sit on that fits you is like 15 gold. If you're making a set of armor, it would actually take up most of the pounds of leather that you would have. It would take like 50 or 60 pounds of the leather armor or the leather to make the armor. But additionally, it would also cost like 250 gold because it's a fully custom job for a creature that is much larger than a normal person.
I guess first I'll ask, out of character, does anyone want this leather for anything that I'm not aware of? I'll take the silence
say
as a
so.
no. Because I know we have, like, myself who wears heavy, Reggie wears heavy, Celeste wears armor, apparently Darcy doesn't wear anything, Eclipse doesn't wear anything, Tharos, I think, wears medium or heavy. And then Zane, I actually don't know what Zane wears.
What does Zane wear? At least typically.
His fashion sense is terrible, but usually it's a massive cloak and underneath is like leather armor.
Oh. There is someone else who does wear leather armor.
Yeah, the issue is I don't know where the fuck he is over this week. Like, would I have encountered Zane at all
Zane,
during this time?
would you have told Syraxis that you wanted the armor? Or that you potentially wanted a new set of leather armor?
I would have if it was mentioned that they're gonna craft it or something.
Then you remember him saying something along those lines.
Oh yeah, then yeah.
Yeah, Syraxis. You remember he mentioned that he wanted armor made. If you could.
Gotcha. And do
Or if you
you
wanted
do you have leather? Do you have basic leather or studded leather?
Check. Is that the one with disadvantage?
No, studded is the
No.
one that has one higher AC.
It's a 12 base, I think.
Yeah, I have the studded leather armor.
So I imagine that would take like what, 10 pounds, 15 pounds for studded leather.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll
That's
basically use the
basically the
majority of it
perfect
to
amount.
make the. Yeah, I'd basically use the majority of it to make the saddle and the armor for the sloth, and then the remaining I will have made a set of either probably studded leather. I don't imagine that. I would imagine it just costs extra. Eh?
Yep. Would you go to your smith, or would you just go to a random person on the streets?
Is he capable of doing leather? Because from what I understand, it's two separate proficiencies.
Micah has your proficiencies? Wait, is that what you just said?
I don't know. We've not ever really. I think
No.
because I think the
you would
feature that
know-
I get them from just gives them like a thing that they're good at.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be up to
Uh,
you.
I say that's a little boring. Let's go with Micah he's a journeyman, or he's like an apprentice at everything, and he improves the more you get him to do stuff.
Perfect. I'll just have him do it, and obviously, I imagine I'll still pay him, but
Yeah, but it'll be out of like salary and stuff like that. So for him, it's actually free. In
oh
addition,
well, there you go.
I need to go on his sheet to label this. So he is an apprentice leather worker. He is a apprentice smith. And he is an apprentice armorer. He is now an apprentice leather worker with +1.
All right. Well, then there you go. I'll make. I'll have him make the saddle, the armor, leather armor for Zane.
Oh, you're making
and
him.
Then,
You're asking him to do all of it. So he's made 3 items then. Okay.
if he can do it over the week. If I have to give it to like more people to have it all done over the week, that's fine.
He could finish the
Like-
saddle and the armor for Zane over the week, but he can't do the other armor for your sloth.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just have like some other smith or not smith leather worker in town do the armor then while he's working on that.
Okay. I am going to give him some stats for now. Give me a second.
And that'll basically be it. I don't have anything else really. I'd just be at home, living, not dying.
Yep, give me one moment. Sorry, I'm just adding some stuff to his sheet. If you want to roll for those, you can as well. I would ask you
Roll
to
for-
roll for 2 things. Specifically, it would be his leather working skill. That would be using his dexterity? Let's say his dexterity.
Well, I don't have access to a sheet.
Oh, yeah. It would be a +2 on his thing. Sorry, I'm just bringing up the Smith's tools and stuff into his sheet. Smith's tools, armor's tools.
There's specifically like leatherworking tools as well.
Yeah, leatherworker's tools. There's another set of tools that he's supposed to have. Is it just Smith's tools that he does with armor? I guess
Yeah,
it is.
smith is armor and weapons technically.
So, oh, he is now in debt, but he also has. No, I'm kidding. He's not in debt. Okay, so he will make a check against the DCs to see if he succeeds. I'll give you access to his sheet now. And every time he succeeds, he gets a little bit better. You should now have owner access to his sheet.
Man, I might. Everyone else is playing D&D. I'm fucking playing like a managed sim game or something.
Yeah, just roll me leather workers tools twice.
Fucking
The first one would be
Find where
for
the
it,
tools
it should
are.
be under abilities.
yeah, I see him on there. This is not giving me a option to roll with him.
You should just be able to press the picture. That's me rolling. I'll let you do the roll.
Mm,
Oh, is it not working? What is going on?
no.
Oh, something's.
I mean, I can just roll it'd be what? His proficiency plus dex?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's pretty good.
And does he have to do a second one?
Yeah, the first one was for the. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, so he now has 2 out of 4 items required. You know what? We'll make it 2 out of 2 items. So his leatherworking is no longer apprentice. He gets now a +1 to his stuff. So he has a +5 to his leather working tools now. +5 total, not +5. Yeah. But he does manage to
Yeah.
knock out a pretty decent saddle for your boy, and a pretty decent set of armor for your boy. Essentially, this would give so because your sloth doesn't have armor yet. Did you want to go somewhere else to get that armor made as well?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
just have someone
that
else do
armor
it while
would
he's
cost
working.
you 250 gold, but it guarantees that it's made decently. Not great, but decently.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
Um,
take it out of my bank.
With the armor, what's the sloth's current AC?
13.
I'll give it a +1 AC.
Sure.
Sloth armor +1 to AC, and has advantage on. Actually, no, it's immovable already.
Yeah, he's already immovable.
It has +1 to contracts. Additionally, has advantage on any effect. This is, or sorry, not contracts, con saves. Con saves. This is the exact same effect you would get on the studded leather set that you've made for Zane.
Gotcha. Then yeah, once that's done, I will track Zane down, or I'll bait him out with like some gold on a stick.
Stooge ass looking, yeah. But you managed to bait him out. Zane, you essentially have a studded leather armor set that is specifically, it's a +1, but it is not magical, but it also gives you a +1 to con saves, and it seems to make it so that you don't get knocked around nearly as much. As he essentially pulls out this like almost weirdly wrinkly set of armor. It's like, it's leather armor, you recognize it, but it's like wrinkly and the color is gray. It's not very good for blending it,
Ooh.
but it does seem better. It like fits very nicely, it's snug, and it seems to help you in your skills.
Just put a cloak over it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'll like hand it to him, and as he's like looking over it, I'll put an arm around them and kind of just lean in and just say, "Take here, enjoy that. But by the way, just remember." And I kind of lean in real close, and I just say, "If I ever hear you speak ill of Sorrows, I will remove your spine myself and turn it into a back scratcher."
It's kind of dark, but
No one will believe that if you tell them. And I just pat him on the back, hand him the armor.
I think
Enjoy.
kind of just blink, and then just
You have a
just
mask on,
stare.
I can't see.
Like you can see like the
You can see
light
the
from the
eyes.
mask.
Yeah.
I want to believe that the mask is articulated.
Like you just see the blinking like lights through the mask.
Yeah. You've got Spider-Man mask. But yeah, you managed to hand off that leather armor to Zane. So, we are complete with Saraxus. Let's move on to Saros. Oh, actually, sorry. Let's do Eclipse next.
Sure thing.
What's Eclipse up to?
How much is the teleportation circle to go home?
It wasn't mentioned last time, but what it was is that Lady Roseward is willing to sponsor one use of the teleportation circle for each person. So your initial trip out is free, but your trip back is not.
Okay.
It will cost you 80 gold to get back into Ardalan.
That's fine.
Are you going home?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I remember correctly, you said you lived near Gal Orns.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say it takes you about a day to get back home. So you get back on approximately the 6th of Deltia.
How cold is it up here currently? If it was
Uh,
snowing down there, how bad is it up here?
Surprisingly, it's actually not all that bad. Like it's dry. It
Okay.
is cold. Like it's probably in the ranges of about 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, but like you're so used to that. That type of
Yeah,
temperature
for
is
sure.
your comfort temperature. But yeah, are you visiting home? Are you just gonna see your wife, or
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, yeah. I go home because I told the lady that I would at least ask my wife before I decided on being a full-time employee down there.
entirely fair? Um, but yeah, you managed to make your way home after kind of perusing through the various different streets of Galurs, which is like a large kind of almost Viking coastal town. But it is like completely made of stone. The best comparison would be like, oh, it would kind of be like Winterfell, but on uh the coast. You get what I mean? Yeah. Um, but yeah, Galurs is beautiful. It's nice. You managed to kind of go through it, and then traveling out of the actual city itself because it feels a little bit claustrophobic. There's too many people, too loud, too many noises. You managed to get out into the woods. It finally feels like you're properly at home. And by the time that you actually do get to your home, if I recall correctly, you had said that both Cassandra and Gabriella were Drake wardens, right? Or is it just Cassandra?
It's both of them.
It's both. Okay. Uh, First thing you would spot is not either of them. You actually spot Gabriella's dragon or drake, um, like a large, maybe 30-foot long kind of drake with mostly tail. It's like 18, 20 feet of tail. Uh,
Right.
like this long blue drake that kind of like is just in the midst of the woods, and it actually give me a perception check.
Sure. Ba, 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 ba. Nice. Only a 14.
It spots you before you spot it.
Sure, yeah.
And yeah, for like a solid 10 minutes, you don't realize, but he's just like stalking you the entire time until eventually you catch sight of him, and yeah, the drake just comes out and like tackles you in a friendly manner, not not trying to kill you or anything.
Oh yeah, no, Eclipse definitely has fun with it, just kind of like petting the scales of the drake that is absolutely on top of him.
Oh yeah. Um, you do hear Gabriella's voice kind of come out from the woods. Uh, you know, you used to be better at spotting things. We've been stalking you for nearly 10 minutes.
Well, I guess I was just excited to be back for a little bit.
How is it down south when it's warm?
Well, believe it or not, currently not that warm. We had a little bit of a blizzard and a snow episode down there, so it kind of felt like here.
But there's the fun.
But other than that, it's been interesting to say the least.
Tell me about it. Come. Cassandra's at home.
All right. Yeah, and if her drake has gotten off of me, absolutely, finally stand back up.
Yeah. Like, her drake doesn't have any wings. It's just like a really long, like kind of skinny, almost lizard-like creature.
Hmm.
But like it just basically does circles and runs around the both of you, and you see Autumn, um, hop off of you to go play with him, as just kind of in the surroundings as you're having this very nice talk, walking through the woods of It's not terribly overcast, but the weather is not amazing. There are patches of clouds, and every once in a while the sun kind of comes through the trees to illuminate you and Gabriella on your walk. But eventually, you make it back to the small cabin of which you call home, which is far enough away from Galor's that, it's not going to be interrupted by anybody who doesn't intentionally know it's here. But it's close enough that you could make it to here from Galor's within like a day. But you can see that there's a small, what appears to be like bit of smoke coming out of this wooden cabin that you guys have got set up near the base of some hills.
Yeah. He just kind of stays outside for a little bit. Feels good to be home. Just kind of takes everything in again for a little bit.
Go inside. She misses you. And you get like a soft push from your shoulders before
I was going. Don't worry.
you see
Yeah.
like Gabriella walk off to go chop some like wood. Like this woman, like she's getting on in age, but holy shit, she's got some biceps on her.
For sure. Yeah, I will just kind of like stand there for a little bit and then eventually knock on the door just to be polite.
Who's
Or they just kind of like
who's knocking?
just gotta open it, being like, man, I spent too long in the whole civilization thing.
You learned to knock. You see Cassandra just standing there, her fiery red hair currently tied up in like a soft bun behind her, like this long winter coat on, even though she is inside. She just looks at you. You've started to knock. Where did you put
Hold
him?
on.
Where is Eclipse?
Well, I mean, listen, there's a whole lot of actual buildings. It's not woods, so you knock before you enter somewhere.
Uh-huh. I think you've taken a little bit too much information to myself.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're
it's
off, she kind of pulls you into a kiss.
yeah, absolutely. I will kiss her back.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, I've missed you for sure.
Me? What have you been up to?
It's been
Something fun? Without me?
fun sometimes. A lot of it, a lot of it has just kind of been traveling, honestly.
Kind of raises an eyebrow.
Well, I started here, went all the way south. Um, Pretty much, walked a decent bit of it. But I've ended up going to Ardalan. Met a couple of people, took a job. I've earned quite a decent amount of money. I know it doesn't really necessarily matter out here, but I got a little bit of money now. I'll just like put down all the platinum pieces on the table.
She kind of just glances over at it. It's like, that is more platinum than I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's been interesting keeping it in a bag and making sure people don't take it.
Is this a
But
normal amount of money for people to have down there? Like, should we move?
I don't
I'm kidding, of
I
course.
don't know. See, you say you're joking, but at the same time, like I ran into the people I work for. They own this big like house,
Like
like big.
the castles that the clans heads have.
I think a little bit bigger than that. Sometimes, yeah. But
Then it's agreed.
there,
You
you
will
know,
take me down there for a vacation.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Whenever you would like to go, you can go now if you want.
Ah, no, we can't. Winter is coming. It would be best if we you know, stuck around and ensure that the livestock that we do have don't die. My mother
All
is
right, yeah.
so
I mean,
old, she's not, you know.
I'm back for a bit. That kind of does remind me, the people I talked about, the people I work with and for, they have asked if I want to do that more for like more money and stuff.
I mean, she kind of points at the fucking like pile of plat.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not one to be vain, but
it's a lot of money.
like, I could buy an entirely new bow. I could buy one that's made by new armor, cleaner clothes. We could get our cabin fixed up because there's this horrible leak every time it gets warm enough. Money always helps. But,
Like,
you know, I'm going to miss you.
I mean, I'll miss you too for sure, but I'm only asking obviously because they want me back by at least, 6 days from now. Give my answer and everything. So just wanted to clear it with you before I just went down there and said, "Hell yeah, I'll do it."
Of course. You're your own person. You don't have to insult me.
Well, yeah, but I feel bad just leaving you and Gabriella up here, just you know
It'll be fine.
doing everything.
Oh, don't you worry. My mother survived long enough on her own, and before I came into this world, and we will both survive just as fine without you. Not to say that we don't need you, but you know we'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
Plus,
I will.
this gives me an incentive to visit the big city.
Yes, it does.
Maybe I'll take mother.
Uh, word of advice, though, if we do go down there,
Hmm.
they don't exactly like Autumn and the rest of them.
Really?
Yeah, the
Oh,
guy.
right.
Yeah,
The dwarvish history.
I guess.
I mean, uh, it would be difficult to remove prejudice by only showing a few. Dragons are still dangerous. You see her
Yeah.
little kind of hers is a much smaller, like almost dog-sized drake that just kind of like
Mhm.
lounges as of this current moment. You can see is just lying underneath one of the tables. Um, also fiery red, just like her. Kind of, it looks up, looks at you, goes back to sleep.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we could probably leave them here if it's not long term. It's more than a day or two. I wouldn't be able to park them up there.
Yeah. I mean, I've been fine because I've unfortunately had to keep Autumn in a bag for most of the time, which I hate to do, but
You
is
see Autumn.
unfortunately necessary.
Yeah, currently Autumn is like sitting on your shoulder, biting like a strap on the bag, trying to cut through it.
Yeah, I mean, if we're here, Autumn is definitely out of the bag regardless.
Oh yeah. Autumn is like sitting on your shoulder right now, just chilling, but definitely trying to rip a hole in the bag.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, she's been in there the whole time. But
Oh,
you know, when we're
poor
out in
baby.
the when we're out in the world, I definitely just kind of make sure she's out and about.
She kind of picks up Autumn from your shoulder and just starts like rocking her back and forth. Look at you. Have you grown? You have grown. Oh, look at you. You're whole inch and a
I'll
half
say
longer than you were before.
this journey's definitely been better for her.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, you know, she's gotten a lot of experience just kind of being out there in the world as opposed to just a single forest. She's seen a lot. She's helped a lot, honestly, too.
Oh, that's good to hear.
We've
You've
we
been
fought
helping your
quite a few
papa?
things.
Yes, you have. You've been helping your papa. You can see she's like just giving all the belly rubs.
Yeah, we've it's been an interesting journey so far. We fought giant rhinos, and I'm just gonna like sit down at the table and just truly tell her everything that's happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people I've met, pretty much all of that stuff.
Peanut butter? Really?
Yeah, I listen. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know how he's alive, but he's still living.
Celeste.
That's all he subsists of. Peanut butter sandwiches. That's it.
Well, his name isn't familiar, but I have heard of his parents.
Oh, you have?
Mother would know more, but yes, we have.
Apparently, he's looking for him.
Oh, not like recently, just
No, I figure, but you know,
we know that they exist, kind of thing.
yeah. But he's a character for sure. He's a lot more resilient than I would take for someone who eats peanut butter sandwiches all day.
Huh. Not good for him.
Yeah,
It's probably not
and
easy
just
having lost your parents.
well, if he's as determined as he says he is, he'll find them.
Good. And the next time you can tell me all about it. Maybe you can try and
Yeah.
shift him away from. Oh, you should get him to try deer. Just like dried deer jerky. With the cardamom and some cumin on top. I feel like he would like it.
I mean, I can certainly try. We've tried getting him to eat other. He tried one thing and really did not like it.
That's little. Well, maybe he never grows out of his tooth.
Yeah, I'm surprised he has all of them still.
Hey, he ate Darcy's cooking. He ate Darcy's cooking.
True.
Yeah. You guys
That's
kind of have a discussion, talk, and enjoy each other's company for a while. Was there anything specific that you wanted to do during this time, or did you just want to take all 7 days to just rest, essentially?
I
On a note, I will tell you that there is a master sharpshooter. It's Gabriella.
yeah, obviously for sure. It would take far longer than the time I have, though. I assume.
Oh, definitely. But she is a master level.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll spend the time absolutely helping around the house, but yeah, I'll especially seeing how bad it has been for us so far, I will well, no, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna help out around the house. Absolutely, just help them prepare for the winter that is coming in the future. Because I will most likely not be around for a bit of it.
Yeah.
So I'll do whatever I can to help out right now.
There's a lot of wood chopping.
Yeah, that's fine.
A lot of wood chopping. You can see that the actual cabin itself is relatively large and comfortable. There's like 3-4 rooms in there, and as well as like a few like larger kind of rooms as well. And you guys even have like a sauna set up. I think it's really nice. But yeah, taking that you. So I take it that you are just taking this time to rest.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. As you are doing no specific downtime activities, you are doing something called relaxation. Because you are doing a relaxation activity, yeah, I will say that you could probably take this time to also, like these 7 days, to kind of like quell your weakness if you so wished. It is specifically the suppressed weakness under the second table. It takes 7 days to do, and it gives you a charge, which can be used to ignore your weakness one time.
Mm.
That can be done alongside relaxation. Do you want to do that?
I think the kind of person he is, I don't think I will.
Well, here's the thing, right? It gives you the chance to use it. You don't have to use it at all.
Yeah, I mean that is true. I just can't think of any time that he would absolutely be like, yeah, I'll let Autumn take this damage instead.
I understand.
So I can't really foresee him doing that. So I don't think he will.
That's fine.
I
Yeah.
think it'll just be relaxation.
Bada bing, bada boom. And you spend the next couple of days working on these, on basically just kind of chilling out. It's good for your bones. It's good for your strength. It's good for your mind, and you definitely feel refreshed at the end of the week, because Cassandra goes with you to Gallows, and she actually gets a surprise for you, like a little bit of a gift before you leave.
Cool.
It's a silver pendant necklace, and you can see on the interior is what appears to be a painted portrait of her, as well as you. So as you kind of open the locket up, you see that she's on the left side and you're on the right. And yeah, she kind of hands it to you. Think of me.
Wow, yeah, this is amazing, spectacular. It's beautiful.
I wish I could have said that I drew it, but I didn't. There's a lot of really good artists here at Gallows, and I might have taken a platinum or two to do it, but
That's perfectly fine. My money's your money, you know.
come back to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would have just pretty much left like 60 platinum behind.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know, just cause.
Gabriella takes it. She's like, okay. You know what? Keep doing your work. Good work.
We'll keep doing it then.
But you better come back alive.
I will. I will. Do not worry.
Good. Ugh. You're still worrying me.
Well, you know. I don't think that's ever going to stop, unfortunately.
No.
I will absolutely go in to try to give her a hug.
She just kind of like looks at you while you're giving you the hug. She'll like pat you on the
Yeah.
back with one arm. There.
I'll be gone for a little bit, so you know, just keep yourself moving like
She
you
ki-
always do.
She kind of looks at you. I still move more than you.
Well, you know. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, but just in case. And I will let go of the hug, and then I will just kind of walk off to go and hug and kiss my wife.
You get an exceptional response from her. Very much antithesis of what Gabriella gives you. But yeah. She kind of gives you a proper farewell kiss and bids you adieu. Boom, you return to Ardalon on fire. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Yeah, so you're gone for the week, which means no one else will have access to Eclipse unless there was something specific that they managed to use to get his attention, like sending. But that's Eclipse's week. Let's go to Saros. Saros, what were you up to in that week?
Okay. First thing I want to do is, okay, I want to ask about the second part of my weakness.
Sure.
It applies to a short rest. I don't know
It-
if I can use that for a long rest. Basically, I just want to try to like talk to my god. I don't know if I have to use that or not.
You don't have to use your backstory for it. Or, sorry, you don't have to use your weakness for it. But is that what you were attempting to do? Like, you were attempting to contact them?
Yes.
Give me a religion check. It's kind of like soft whisper that you've been either unconsciously or consciously ignoring kind of begins to increase in volume. Is there anything that you're specifically asking for them, or are you looking to communicate?
Yeah, I just want to I'll just say like Sunstripe, I have not heard from you in quite a while, and I just want to make sure I'm on the right path and I'm doing right by you. Am I holding up to your expectations? How can I serve you better and help the people of the surface?
Okay. You would get some interesting and kind of like almost confusing set of words and sentences and kind of just goes about it. Give me one moment. I just need to find something.
Sure. I like to imagine he went out like underneath a brilliant sunset to try to communicate with his god near the water.
Other lands above not so beauteous, strong. Are they not a world of splendor, grandeur, never witness below? You have done well, my child. You championed my cause. But still, the surfaces reign in terror. Those from below have failed me in one aspect. The drow, the ones within the cave. There was more you could have sought from them. There was answers that could have been brought. Secrets that now lie buried beneath the stones. Who were they? Why were they there? You know well that they only take places that can afford to be taken from. And yet they were near where I must be, and no other. Your curiosity has failed you, and in turn, me. Find their movements.
It was an oversight, and I will not let it happen again.
Good. You have some strange companions. Be careful. Be wary. Especially of that masked one. They carry an air that I am not a fan of.
We seem to have made up, but I will keep my eye on him.
I miss you, my child. But you know what must be done.
Thank you.
You hear the whispers and kind of chitter chatter that seems to ever be present slowly die down. Give me... Oh, what would this be? Give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Yeah, your communion seems to have gone successfully. You've gotten a little bit of back and forth with your god. And if you really wanted to, like, you could probably just be like, hey, what's up? How's it going, dude? And you can reach out to them at any time that you want. However, there might be more detrimental effects that you aren't entirely aware of that could take place.
Just by talking to him?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. Okay.
Well, to you, Emily, yes. To Saros, he has no idea.
Yeah, okay. Just okay. Just by talking to him. It's funny. Okay, with the rest of my week, I would like to try to just stock up on health potions, but I want to make them because I think we got a
Okay.
bunch of
Thermopylae,
plants
yeah.
that I can. Yeah.
Okay. I had a thingy for this. Where is it? Where's my Discord? There's my Discord. Is it pinned in here? No, it's not. I think it's pinned somewhere else. I found
Oh,
it.
just for your reference, Jake, I went ahead and moved all of or well, most of Reggie's gear onto the sloth.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just because I realized that shield will fucking encumber everything, so I had to
Oh, does
move
it?
it around. Yeah, I mean it weighs 45 pounds and his armor 55, so you know.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, work's calling me. I'm gonna have to put a pause to this. I should be back in less than 30 minutes, but I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, guys. We'll get to everybody else either later tonight or next week. Be right back.